Orafo ma me sanso na wase na me ma wakwa ba sa oguso wo hwe ITV na ka se yetwa ho aba wo de beche yen se ya ma bre no akọ ekire ansa na yetumi atena se na ne mu na yi mu a yebise se nkomo no tumi ekoyi e de man enu nti na ma sabre no yetumi atwetwemu kakra de ama wo no na nso nkomo a yeba bedi e de atwa so no sabre ne bre eduru so a wo se yetumi e de toa so e de ema wo na dwumedie bi a e ba bekoso eno ene yeba beka ho asem e de akire na eye obi atu ne ho asi ho no mo opese oboa Ghana emofra beka say ye orphans na otumi hwe omomom aduane na no hudwumedie na eba abeba so a sabre ne yeso ho behia say yetumi edi ho enkomo eno nti nanu ma menda eye wona ye bebedi me no bedi nkomo edi emfa enkyero me ne eye Dr. Jennifer na ebedi enkomo na dwumedie no esi ne naso na maame fusua anso e wo hanomo a wakasa one nam dwumedie aso na ototo ne ma nyina de ema no eni nti se Dr. Jennifer kan nsam no e wo poto kasamu ewia because ya Queen's English na oba beka de ache nti bia na nyina na ebetumi ache ase amana conference anti no maame fusua wa ha obetumi aboa na nsam obeka no yetumi amana befam de amaye nti memamu nyina akwa ba. Madam, you are welcome to Ghana.
Thank you very much.
And you are welcome to our studios.
Thank you very much.
All right. We would like to know your mission here in Ghana.
My mission is pretty simple. The Bible and the gospel offers hope and help. And so Jesus Christ is the hope of salvation. And if we are to only offer hope without help, we have fallen short of the gospel. Help without hope is falling short of the gospel. And hope without help also does the same. So my job is to stand in the gap and provide hope to those that are in need.
Okay. All right. Mamu fusia ma memra oso na boy hoden na no oso obegana babe.
Oh, okay. Nenti a ode ba ye ne say nchechema o chemu sisi a ne say Jesus Christ ba wiase no obeboa nipa. Na ono so ba oba ye no oba se wa beboa nyanka. Na waboa won a sabi o adwene mu so ayeden aka kakra.
So, what do you have for Ghanaians concerning mental and physical health?
Well, I have to go back to the Bible again, which the Bible says that above all else, that God desires, He hopes, He wants for us to prosper and be in good health. And so it is the desire of God that all of His people live a healthy life. And that healthy life includes our physical and our mental health. And so my mission while I'm here is to increase the awareness of the health message that God has given, even from the beginning of Genesis 1 and 2. And so that is my mission in simple form, is to let you know that God's intention for you is to be healthy. And an unhealthy life is not a lifestyle that you should be comfortable with. You should do everything that is possible for you to live a full life that's full of vitality and longevity.
All right. Ntina boy hanswe.
Opa che say still obeko Bible. Bible ne che say ye nyamedwuma no ne che say ye nya ahoden ene nkwatenten. Nti ono ne de ne say ode asi na ni so say ba oba ye no obeboa nipa e ma wanya nkwa na wanya abroso na wasan ahwe won aduane di ene won apomuden physical appearance no etimi aye strong and I say when you apomuden pa.
Okay. All right. So do you have selected areas for this project?
In terms of the areas for the orphanage work? Yeah, so I don't know the areas, the familiarity, so can I leave that with you to answer, please, Margaret?
With the orphanage?
The orphanages that we're going to be helping.
Oh, okay. Kukurentimi.
Okay.
Kukurentimi.
Oh, Eastern region.
Oh, Eastern region.
Okay.
Yebe donation. Na donation nso ye wi ane enso ha. Osan benya asase a obedua no bae. Ebema enye se niema na ode koma on na eno ano. Ebri bia na wo se wonya aduane no yeden. Wodi. Nti no yekodu a ahemfo no so aka won ho ambom a won ma na asase a obetimi adua no bae no wanye nyemboa na ebema won a woni bi no da biara wetumi enya aduane adi na wanya hoden so
wow so nti ebeye kukurantimi ho nko a
yebe ko awoshi ifi awoshi a yebe ko ensanwa madoagiri yebe ma nkofo bi so ensanwa madoagiri na mo grand deba no e wo kukurantimi e ho na yebe nti e ho so ene yebe ebenya anyamo no ya ye nnuane no e dia ama won a woni bi
okay nti no mo nyamo obi say mo be de na mo ache e di ama ana mo be gya mo na
sabi o mpanyimfo wo ho a woda orphanage na no nti no yebe donation no de ama mpanyimfo no won na wo hwe won a woni bi no nti won na wo de yen ache de no be ma won because won wo hwe won so.
Okay, is it established orphanage or you are now going to establish it?
It's an established orphanage.
So there are 3 orphanages that are already established, and I am also in the works of building my own orphanage, and that is in Elmina.
Okay, and when is it going to be established?
Next year, in 2022.
So how will it be?
The orphanage I'm establishing. The orphanage I'm establishing is an all women's and all females orphanage, where we are empowering women to be able to equip them with the tools that are necessary for them to live a purposeful life. So it will be all girls, and we are going to not only provide them with education and resources, but also tools that they can again live a bountiful life that we believe that God has intended for them to live.
Okay, all right. And you know, why was saying on person somebody no enye?
Ono ne de no. O pa che say o pese o empower ema titiri. O pese o hye wondin. Nti the main focus no be ko ema so. Nti onim say so tumi ewura ema ni mu a ema no so betumi aboa omonyanko ma aboa mema. If say minim say oba eye ade a otumi ye no ye ni yie. Nti ono no main focus ni say o de ema na be adwuma.
Okay, the man be adwuma na no obobo ma no e de omo gufie so orphanage ana say omo from fie no mbaba na wa kyerem ensane adwuma.
Obesi orphanage no ebi mu be wo ho ebi mu so be free be miaye ebeba with empowerment na okan na chese obehye won den sani ebe ya won so betumi aye den wagina won na so ebi se otumi gina won na so a na chese society na wo mu no so no obetumi build up the society.
Okay. Right. So project Feed My Sheep, what is it about?
I'm going to go back to how I started. Project Feed My Sheep is about providing hope to those who need hope while they wait. And so it's intended to not just be able to give you the fish that you need so that you can eat for the day, but we are giving you sustainable living. You see, when we feed you for a day, we fish for you, you are only able to eat for a day. But when we teach you how to fish, you can be able to live and sustain for yourself. So what we are doing, we're giving live crops and live animals to different orphanages so that they can be able to have sustainable living. That's the hope of Feed My Sheep.
Okay. So bring my
ene sene Mexican na hyase no opa che se otumi ye ne saa ebeboa society na nkasa na oboa won so a onim se wo betoa so a emma ekom ana se ohia doso nyeden enka anipa nti ebi mu be wo fie nim ebi mu so be firi miaye na be yeden ebeba omu fi miaye ba so a eno so beboa magana man ohia na adokro ebi mu no eso ayeden etumi ate.
Okay. You know, yenhwe ono no di sika hye masa nkofo na ye anasa sign na no ho yiti.
Me pa cho no na obe sponsor project ni nyina.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about diabetes and other diseases. Are you going to do health screening or other things?
So what I can say is that all diseases are related to inflammation. And so whether we're looking at high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, the root cause of most diseases, if not all, the ones that are not genetically predisposed, has an issue to do with inflammation. So if I were to share with your audience a tidbit, I would say to them that God has created a body fantastically able to heal. But there's a two-letter word that stands out, and that word is if. If under the right conditions, your body can heal. If under the right environment, your body can heal itself. It is our God-given ability for the body to do what it has been made and designed to do, which is to heal. But when we give it processed foods, when we are eating too much animal products, when we are not putting the right things into our body, then my question for you is that how can it heal? So the message is simple. How do we need to feed our body so that it can do what it has been created to do? We need to live a life that is sustainable on nuts and seeds and plant-based foods. We need to be able to live on things that are taken from the ground and reduce our intake of animal protein so we can reduce the inflammation that is in our body. Everything else from that has to do with customizing a project or a program for you. But the root of it is to provide a lifestyle that is plant-based. Not all plant-based, but predominantly plant-based, so that your body can build the nutrients, build the environment, so that the diseases that you are currently experiencing can and will be reversed.
Okay. How's on remind me?
Opache say yare bi ti say diabetes no. Say enye na genetical na lifestyle dia. Reversible.
Nye de awowa.
Ne de awowa.
Na ye nia wankasa wabra bosu bi na de amawa.
Na de amawa. Eno no odo betu program so. Sa program no e wo say bi a enam a ye aduane e protein food especially enam a ye we senfa say nantwinam aponchenam ne sa de na wo say wote so. Na wote so a e betumi aboa e ma yare no program no odo wo betu so no a reverse sa yare no e de amawa. Na ne osan kan ye me de kakra so ne say wo say ye hwe ye lifestyle say ye duane die mu ene ye general life na ye bo no eno so tumi e ma yare ni tumi ye den e ba ye so nti ye hwe ne yie na odo to program so de a ye tie bia nyame nti wo ho beto.
Okay, all right. Madam, I would like to know from you, is your orphanage going to be adult only?
It starts at the age of 12.
Okay. All right.
You seem concerned.
Why?
I know you seem perplexed. Is there an age that it should start at? Your demeanor seems perplexed.
Yeah, but what we know here in Ghana is when we talk about orphanage, we know the young ones, they old, and so why your own is from 12 years?
Because I want to empower them from the age where they can actually gain the skills that they need to reproduce. That's not my mission. Another person's mission may be the younger to maybe age 12, but mine is to take them at the age of 12 or thereabouts and to really equip them with what I believe is purpose. I want to develop them into women of society that I believe that I can impart and mentor them. There's mentorship programs that are tied to this. There are skill building programs that are tied to this. And unfortunately for some, but fortunately for others, the mission that I have does not reach to the younger crowd.
Okay.
Sani awoka no. O say obi adwuma ne say obefa nketewa no. But ono na adwuma ne say obefa from 12 years. If you say ono no gidi say ofa 12 years na ekọ na ade bi obekye ne bia na nimpa no betimi aye no waye ne yi na boa nimpa no. Nti wonim say obi so de ne say obeba betoa nketewa no so.
All right. So do you have a quota for that a number of people that you are looking up to or you want?
Right now we're looking at 12 beds, so it's a small orphanage for now because I want to focus and really be able to pour in. You see, my challenge with some of the systems that are there is that we're only feeding the kids that are there. And at the end of the day, that's not my mission. My mission, as I mentioned earlier, is to provide hope and help. And so by doing that, I can give resources to these 12 kids, these 12 youths, and really be able to mentor them. And then they can now be mentors for the next 12 that come. They will graduate. They will not always be in the orphanage. As these 12 are now empowered, as God had 12 disciples that he empowered and he gave them the Great Commission. I have 12 girls that I will empower and I will raise them up. They will now graduate for the another 12 to come in. So it's a three-pronged approach. It's not just an orphanage that's going to have housing, but we're also equipping, and that's the essential word that needs to be underlined. We are equipping these 12 girls for the mission. The mission is not just the biblical mission, but the mission for what I believe that God has purposefully intended for them to do.
All kind of say, or shall say with 12 girls. Now, 12 girls, and so mutimi, muchiro, year. When himself almost the next batch, almost be imparted in the society. Into the analysis of best started kakra. Now, all starting on it or 3 more day. Echo, if it's a first 12 neighbor, second 12, third, and it is a conem. Into Nidian analysis or bear quickly on. Yes, it be a watcher or mukeke. Watcher said, Debbie, the Bumbabe and pain for no my pain. No mania impact in the society. No mania impact and so more macanational. Yamiadum, Bibia, because Juju,
Okay, so how can I be part of this project?
How can you be part of this project?
Yeah.
At this time, we are creating the systems that are needed to build. So if you have any ideas on how we can construct, we have just bought the land and we are constructing the building. We haven't started to look for the 12 girls that are going to be part of this project. So I think that question I can hold off, and maybe I'll let you know a little bit later if I can indulge you, because I don't have the answer for that right now. But I can say that prayers are always welcomed, because this is a mission that I believe that God has empowered me to do, and I need somebody to hold up my left and my right hand as well. So prayers are always welcomed.
Sani awokano. Was this is a question now beside you want me my answer. But in the end say I feel no be pass as no de be ye adwuma no. Na o pass as ni wia emre pemo be ma waswan eden. Ate but onim say adwuma no de na yeti bia no obeye e de ama Ghana fo.
To say so be any je ho ana je se nipa ko ntumi ntu ana mo bia.
Se nipa na ni je ho betin ye to ana mo. Ye betim ye buki na eden. E de ato ho. Ye starting project na je say na eden. E de start.
Okay. All right. Madam, we want you to give us your final words.
Okay, my final words will be what I started with, and that has been a pattern through this interview today, is that the gospel offers both hope and help. And so anything that falls short of hope and help falls short of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that is our mission. It's not just my mission. I'm one person of many. That we should always offer hope, which can only be found in Jesus Christ. And we should always offer help, which is how we use humanity to divide and conquer and to build the kingdom. Thank you.
Nti nensa no so na di twatwa
ni opese o kire ni say Bible no ema enidaso ene emwa nti ne de ni say obema enidaso ene emwa e de ema nipa wo hia emwa ne enidaso nti ne de na ni say obema enidaso ene emwa na dwuma ne nyina so no o de gospel no so ye den e de ka adwuma no yes oba be ye adwuma na keke o de Bible no no o de tu adwuma no ho se ne be ye adwuma no e bedi mo.
Dr.
Jennifer, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And mami fosu am yenda won so asesa wo so tumi e.
Madam Sefa.
All right. Ora for nti sabre nkomo no say ya na we ni de ekọ no na sane me boni nyina tofa na e kire say mami owo etrimpo so person be boa Ghana fo bi na ni titru mpo ni emma ana say mai wo mu esiso if she do me 12 years ekọ no na mo anka so cheche mo niam bia mutumi aye na mutumi dia bọ mo anka sa mo bra na enkoye sa mo de mo ho ebekọ akoto obi so ene na obefa enipa kuma bi no di frase one mo be ya kosi mre bi na wa graduate mu che se mo apom ho na mo di akoye adwuma na wa ma foforo nso aba na ɔmo nso aba fi ɔmo nso adi ase yɛsɛ ɔbɛyɛ nkakra saa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a obiara betumi nye biribi ayɛ na wɔnka sɛ mene hwɛyɛ na kukurantumi ɛna ɔmo ɛbɛ kofiri aseɛ ayɛ dwumadie no bi wɔ hɔ na ne orphanage ne deɛ central region ha ɛna ɔde ɛɛba nti ɔba bia no ɔsɛ mfa central region ya Almina ɛna no bɛkɔ bi saa orphanage no ɛwɔ ɛno nti no ɛho amanebɔ biara no sɛne obesi afa nkrɔfoɔ na afa no ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ no deɛ yɛmfa nto nkyɛn ansa sɛ bia wobɛtumi abɛka ho no ɔsɛ akyiri ɔbɛma yɛ nyanteɛ ɛni sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ akyiri no ɔyɛ krado sɛ me select nkrɔfoɔ a mede ɔmo bɛfiri dwumadie no ase a bama ITV aso ate na wɔn nso no yaka kyerɛ wo na watumi sɛ wɔn gye ho watumi de ho ahyɛ mu we na ne de bewi Ghana Daakye adwumadi na wɔde bɛkyɛn sɛ na de yidi akɔmu no ndu abo apa ho sema aduru no nti no wɔde do bɛkyɛn sɛ ne yampɔnte ni nan sɛ adwumadi no na nyema bi twintwɛn na asen so kwan bi aso no wɔsɛ atumi de brɛ wo wɔkyena anɔpa no nsia yɛbɛsan so ahyia yɛde Ghana Daakye dwumadi na asan so de abrɛ wo me a metina mu hwɛ yɛdi dwumadi ho kyia me frɛ me Sobibo ofori amanfo Sobibo me de wasi
Homeland Ghana Onyame Ishira